Hi, my name is Nathania, and I'm a yoga instructor and fitness coordinator here at the Lakeshore campus. And today I'm going to bring you a strong core Vinyasa flow.
All right, we're gonna get started.
Squats. Check it out.
Turn. Well, turn.
2 and 1. So to start, let's go onto our backs. Always an option to have knees bent. If you do have your knees bent, I always suggest going a little bit wider and allowing the knees to come together so it's a bit more restorative just as we start. Or you can come into Shavasana. So as we lay down, kind of get your fidgets out a little. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale through the mouth. Good. And just having palms facing up, kind of reconnecting with our body, mind, and breath. Relaxing all the muscles of the face. Let the shoulders sink back. Let the limbs become heavy. As we move into our asana, our poses, our movement, it's always a nice reminder to be respectful of our bodies, our minds. So leaving that ego at the door and just approaching your practice always like you're fresh onto the mat. Good. I'll slowly have you open your eyes. And then you'll gently bring your knees into the chest and just kind of rocking side to side. And we'll plant both feet onto the mat. We're going to keep our thighs together. Let's take our arms T position, palms facing down. You can have them just below shoulder height. And then moving the legs side to side, just nice and slow. You can even start to press the top hip towards the opposite direction. Just warming up rotation through the spine. Good. Come to center. Let's bring our right knee into the chest and lengthen the left leg. Start to now really push into the heel of the left leg. Draw the left toes towards the knee, almost like you're trying to create more length, like you're trying to pull that heel away from you. On exhale, we'll slowly start to come up, head to knee. Good, and rest down. Bring the left knee into chest, right leg extends. Draw that left thigh towards your chest. Nice even breath. And then same idea, we're gonna push into the right heel, draw your right toes towards the knee, create that longer leg. Slowly ripple up through the spine, head to knee. And then back down. Good, bring both knees in. Plant the feet down. We're gonna roll over onto our side into fetal position and then slowly come up. We're gonna come into child's pose. You can open the knees nice and wide, let the sit bones come all the way down. Walk the hands out about shoulder width apart and see if you can spread the fingers wide. Walk those fingertips a little bit further and rest the forehead down. And then a big focus on into that back body. So really feeling that breath in between the rib cage, or in between, the shoulder blades and the low back. Good, inhale, look up. Let's take the hands a little bit closer. Take your right hand, palm on the back of the neck. We're gonna inhale, open up. Even take your eyes to your elbow. Finding nice rotation through that mid and upper back. Come back to center. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Good, plant the right hand down, left hand comes onto the back of the neck. We inhale, find that rotation through the spine. Even take a little pause and then come across. Good, 2 more times. Come into your tabletop. And then from here, just working with the shoulder girdle. So you're gonna keep your core strong, really keeping the length through the spine. Just think about finding just rotation through the shoulders. So the arms stay locked out, the wrists are underneath the shoulders. Big rotation through, going forward and back. Awesome. From here, curl the toes under. You can use your hands and you can use even blocks on your hands if you wish. We're just gonna warm up through the ankles and feet. So you can kind of rock back. Your hands are there to support, but kind of being a little bit more playful in this. So coming up onto the toes, rock into the heels if that's available. Good, you can even change the position, maybe going a bit more narrow, coming onto the toes, heels, toes. So we're just kind of trying to get that warm up through the ankles, through the feet. Good. And then coming into a squat position that feels good for you. So maybe heels are down, maybe they're not, that's fine. We're gonna plant one hand. So I'll take my right hand to center and then I'm gonna slowly open up with the left. Again, using your eyes, look behind and then reverse, or opposite side. Left hand plants, we take the right arm. Back to center, do this 2 more times. Good. And then we come onto all fours. Good. From here, let's curl the toes under. We're gonna rock back and forth until we come into our first down dog. Pedal the feet out here. And also, we're just trying to get a bit more freedom in the hips. See, maybe taking the hips to the side. You can pivot through the feet a little bit, getting a nice side stretch through the body. Good. And then planting the hands, press the floor away from you. And then slowly we're gonna shift forward as if we're gonna come into a hovering table and then reach the sit bones back into down dog. Keep nice pressure, so press the floor away from you with the hands, maintain that. Come into your floating table, hips up into down dog. Just a nice flow back and forth. Good, bend the knees, look forward, take a big step to the top of our mat. We're gonna come in just into ragdoll. So let's open the legs a little bit wider, maybe just past hip distance apart. Opposite hand to opposite elbow, relax the neck. Nice big breath in. Exhale through the mouth. Maybe sway side to side. Good, relax the arms. And then keeping the knees soft, we're gonna slowly move up, vertebrae at a time. Awesome, coming into mountain pose, just taking a breath here. Have your big toes touching, maybe an inch apart in the heels, palms facing open. Good, we're gonna inhale, take the arms up. Exhale all the way down, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Find that length through the spine, draw the chest forward. Exhale, head to knee. Reverse all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Good, again, inhale. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, head to knee, step back into your full plank. From here, go a little bit wider in the feet. I want you to take your left hand to the right shoulder and plant down. Right hand, left shoulder, plant down. One more time on each side. Good, and then walk the hands towards the feet. I want you to slowly roll up, so knees can be soft. We roll up through the spine. Awesome, we're gonna reverse that. So chin to chest, we roll through the spine. All the way down, we walk our hands all the way back out to plank. We find that grounding, opposite hand to opposite shoulder, opposite hand to opposite shoulder. One more time. Good, walk the hands all the way back. Roll through the spine. Good, all the way back down. We'll do this one more time. We find that strong plank first. Opposite hand, opposite shoulder. A little tap. Good, walk your hands back. And roll all the way up. Good, walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Good, interlace the fingers, palms to the ceiling. We're gonna take a nice length through the whole body and lean over towards the right. Over towards the left. Good, back to center. Good, take the hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale all the way down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, head to knee, step back into a plank. Good, nice wide stance here. From here, I want you to grip your belly a couple inches, lift it up, and then come to level. So you're gonna do that 4 more times, slow and controlled. Grip up, finding everything in that core to grip. Stay still strong as you level out. You have 3 more. One more. Good, drop to the knees. Keep length through the whole body. So setting the shoulders, firm the belly. Slowly lower, elbows beside the rib cage. Awesome. Coming to Sphinx. Good, so pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. Firm through the thighs. Elbows are just underneath the shoulders. Think about almost reaching yourself forward and then lifting up. Just creating nice length through the spine. Good, slowly release. Good. We'll take the hands just right beside the chest, elbows tight to the body. Maybe going a little bit further. Keeping the shoulders set away from the ears. Slowly release. Good, push yourself all the way up onto the knees, curl the toes under, and come into down dog. Good. Take your right leg lifted up, bend the knee, and open those hips to the side. Good, coming into hydrant. See if you can stay level in both hands. It's easy to kind of put all the weight in one side. So see if you can balance that out. Lift that knee as high as you can. Good, and then we're gonna take and shift ourselves forward into plank. We might need to adjust by bringing our hands a little bit more forward, but we're gonna take our right knee, shift into plank, draw the knee to chest and bring it to the left elbow. Hold here. Come back, reach that knee all the way up and over, back into hydrant. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Slowly with control, shift forward, knee to chest, bring it across. Good, 1 more time. Come back. Good, we'll come back into down dog. Paddle out. We get to do that on the other side. Left leg comes up, we bend the knee, open the hips to the side. See if you can really lift that knee up and open. Good, we're gonna shift forward with nice control, draw that knee in, bring it across the chest. Over to the opposite elbow. Come back into hydrant. Good, shift forward. Hold up high. All the way back. Good, 1 last time. Good, and all the way back. Good, come back into down dog, pedal the feet out. Good, we're gonna drop to the knees, give those shoulders a bit of a release. So bring them right back behind you, rest the forehead down. Nice couple big breaths here. Good, let's slowly come in onto all fours. Good, curl the toes under. Come back into your down dog. Good, walk the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, head to knee. Inhale, reverse all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Good. From here, you're gonna place your blocks at the front of your mat. Good. You can have them kind of the width of the mat. You might need to adjust them. But you may not even want to use them, but it's nice to have them handy as we're going into some balancing. So let's take a nice big breath in. Exhale all the way down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, head to knee, step back into a full plank. Good, come into down dog. Good, pedal out. Take your right leg, lift it up. Big lunge forward in between the hands. We're gonna make sure that the right knee is stacked on top of the ankle. We drop the left knee. We come into a low lunge. Good. Inhale, reach up. Good, exhale, we're gonna take the hand so left hand comes down. Our right fingertips are to the ceiling. Good, we can curl the toes under, so you can either keep that knee down or have it lifted. Draw the inner thighs together, really grounding through that left hand. Reach the right fingertips to the ceiling. Good, from here, take your right hand. We're gonna bring it to the outside of that right foot. We maybe take a little hop. This is where your hands can come onto blocks if you like, so I'll demo it here. Slowly start to reach into that front right thigh and start to take all the weight into that right foot, slowly lift up. So this is maybe where you stay. You can play here if you'd like. And then, again, whether you want blocks or not, you're gonna take your right hand either on a block or on the floor, and then you can play with slowly opening up that left hip and closing. So play with it, either left hand on the block or fingertips, and just slowly maybe start to come into your half moon balance. Good, as you're in your half moon balance, really think about finding the strength through your floating leg. Keep the shoulders set. Good, let's take those left fingertips to the floor, dropping your left hip, so we square off to the floor. We take a little step down with control. We drop the left knee, flip the foot, inhale, reach up. Good. Take the hands back down. We're gonna take the right leg, flip it out from underneath us, come onto all fours, curl the toes under, back into down dog. Pedal it out. Right, left leg this time, lunges forward. Good. We make sure knees on top of ankle, we drop that back knee. You come in. Good. Inhale, reach up. Take your right hand this time down, left fingertips to the sky. Good, either keeping the knee down or curl the toes under, lift that back knee up. Draw the inner thighs together, find strength and stability through your legs. Good, from here, take your left fingertips all the way down. Again, you can find your blocks here if you wish. You can take a little hop forward, and then nice and slow, you'll start to take more of the weight, kind of leaning into your left thigh, and slowly start to take that weight and float the right leg up. And it might be here for today, you stay with both hands planted, that's fine. Or you can start to play, opening and closing the hip, maybe lifting the right fingertips off and then back down. And then if you're ready, you can come into your half moon balance. Good, and then again, finding that strength through that floating leg, whether you want to point to the toe or push to the heel. Good, slowly we'll take our right fingertips all the way down. Right hip comes down, we gently land the right toes, we drop to the knee, flip the foot, inhale, reach up. Good, exhale, come back. Hands plant onto the floor. We take the left leg out from underneath us. Curl the toes under, come into down dog. Pedaling out one by one. Good, bend the knees, look forward. Big step or a couple steps to the top of our mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, head to knee. Inhale, sweep all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Good, inhale. Exhale all the way down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, head to knee, step back into your full plank. Good. We're gonna come into side plank on the left side. So you can simply just like flip the feet. You can have your grounded hand, grounded foot. Another option would be knee and hand or elbow and knee. So whatever version feels good for you today. You can either stay in a plank or add a bit of a rotation. So we're gonna do 5 repetitions, taking your right hand, come across, through, and right back up. This is 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to plank. Good, hips up into down dog, pedal out. Good, and then we're gonna pop over to that right side. Nice and strong, whatever plank we go into. We have 5 right here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back into down dog, pedal out. Slowly come into your floating table, holding here. Draw that belly in, press the floor away from you. Can you lift one knee up, draw it to the same elbow and back. Left knee, left elbow, and back. Good, 2 more times on each side. Good, drop the knees, flip the feet, take the hands behind us, come into child's. Nice big breaths. Good, we slowly take our hands up. We're gonna flip the feet out from underneath us. Good, and we're gonna come into reverse table. So this might look different for each of us, so you might need to play with hand position. You can start a little bit closer, and you don't necessarily need to bring the hips all the way up. So just kind of gauge it. We're gonna do about 5. I want you to kind of hold your kind of top range for about a breath or 2. So I'll start with my hands fairly out behind me, and roughly my hands are about a 45. Ground through the feet, and then lift the hips up, taking a breath. And then back down. Good, right back up. Back down. Okay, we got 2 more. Awesome. From here, we're gonna extend the legs in front of us. Take your left foot, you're gonna cross it over the thigh. Good. We're gonna take our right arm, we can hug our left thigh into the chest. Left hand comes behind. We first get nice and tall with an inhale, and then exhale, find that rotation towards the left. Keep the shoulders level. Breathe into that rotation. Good, come back to center. We're gonna swap to the other side. So right foot crosses over the left. You make sure that the left leg and toes are pointing up. We take our left arm, we hug that thigh into towards the chest. Take your right hand behind us, or behind you, and we inhale, get nice and tall, and then exhale, find that rotation. Good, come back to center. Good, just coming into a more passive forward fold. So from here, just kind of rolling through the spine, walk the hands down wherever they may be. Just breathing. Almost think of that breath into your back body. Good. Slowly come back up. So we're gonna set up just onto our bum. Feet are roughly hip distance apart. You can either have hands behind your thighs or hands out in front. This will be a bit more challenging. We're gonna count down. So rolling through the spine for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the arms, bring your feet a little bit closer to your bum. We're gonna come into a figure 4. So we're gonna take the left ankle, crosses over the right thigh. We take our left hand in between the thighs. Right hand meets behind the right thigh. We slowly draw the right thigh towards our chest. And you can play a little bit here by using your left elbow to push the thigh away, maybe push into the right heel. And then even play with maybe shifting to one side. See how that feels. Good, we're gonna release. Plant the right foot. You're still gonna have the left leg crossed over. This time take your right hand onto your left ankle and you're going to drop your feet or your legs over to the right side. So the right hand will be there to support the left ankle. From here, your left shoulder might come off, that's fine. If you wanna work with dropping it towards the mat, you can work with that. And then last thing is just trying to draw your left thigh away from you. So you're gonna feel this kind of on the outer edge of that left hip, potentially. Good, we're gonna come back to center, and we get to do that on the other side. So plant the left foot, right ankle crosses. We come into our figure 4 first. Right hand comes in between the thighs. Our left hand meets behind, interlacing the fingers behind the left thigh. And then we guide our thigh towards our chest. Same thing, you can play with using your right elbow to push the right thigh away. Maybe shifting to one side, just slightly. See if you can change the angle of that stretch or that sensation that you feel. Good, we'll slowly return. We're gonna ground the left foot. This time, the left hand onto the right ankle. We're gonna drop the legs over towards the left side. Again, you might notice that your right shoulder comes off the mat, that's fine. Maybe if it's available, you can drop the shoulder and take the arm out. And then the last thing is potentially pushing your right thigh away from you. Again, always moving pain-free. Keep that range, what feels comfortable for you. Good, we'll slowly shift to center. And just windshield wiper the legs side to side. Good. And then from here, we're gonna slowly extend the legs. Good, place the palms up. Take a nice big inhale, and then exhale through the mouth. Kind of letting any tension go. And just coming into a nice even breath. If you like, you can choose to stay in Shavasana a little bit longer. Or you can join in, we can roll over onto our side. Slowly come up. Come into a seated position that's comfortable for you. We'll place our hands just onto the knees. Good, we'll take 3 breaths together. We're gonna inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, let it go. Good, inhale. Last one. Come to a natural breath. Let's bring our hands to heart center. We'll slowly open our eyes. Thank you so much. Namaste.